Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this videos. Today, I'm not doing a live stream. I'm just here driving the bus solo with no chat. And Inti is going to be here with us. Say hi.
Hello, people.
You have like a disclaimer to say, don't
I,
you?
I have a disclaimer, but yes, because we are talking about some technical analysis today. I forgot. This video is only for entertainment purposes. This is not financial advice, and you should always do your own research before putting any money on the market.
All right, perfect. With that said, right, today we're going to be talking about what Piñera, our president here in Chile, has done. He's become complete dictator, absolute dictator. And if you're interested in that, after the technical analysis, we'll be talking exactly about what exactly happened here in Chile. All right, before we go on to that story, let's uh, let's show you something interesting in the chart because Bitcoin might be breaking out here. If we can, once again, we just have to go above the 6,000 level, and it might be a moonshot. We can really get a moonshot. It's still 40% chance, but you know what? If we break out, we get up to this 7,600, 8,000 level. If we close above here, right up here, man, oh man, that's great. You know what's going to happen? We just, well, you know what? We have to, like, there's too many ifs and ifs actually. Well, let's take this 1 week at a time. We're in one weekly candle at a time. Let's see if we can just get it up here, and if we can, that'd be so good. That would be so good, right? That would be the beginning of a very big move for Bitcoin. Let's just see what that happens right now. If you want to take a breakout long, yeah, you can do that. I would on Bybit, link in the description below for doing that. And I would suggest you set your stop loss approximately at 5,475 dollars. If you want to take a Hail Mary pass on this breakout move, right? Breakout moves is not part of my trading plan, but there you go. If you want to do that, this is a nice breakout move. But keep in mind, this could always just like blow back in our faces and go the other way. So keep that in mind. Over tonight, I got a few buy orders and stuff like that. I forgot to mention. I wonder if I did post them up on my Twitter. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think so. I don't remember doing that. But yeah, I got a few sell orders. I mean, I think I got a half on a double on Steam. Oh, there it is, right there, right there, and a few others, right? So maybe all season's back. I don't
You
know.
hear that? I got one.
You got another. You got
Yes,
another double. Awesome.
yes. Surprisingly, altcoins are not doing bad at all.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I would not have expected that.
No, I would say they would crash.
Yeah. So let's just see what happens in the next little while. If if we're gonna have like a little bit of mini alt season, right? And we can get paid. Yeah. Because man, I really got crushed on my whole portfolio the last 2 weeks. So maybe this is the recovery week because hey, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if the stock markets rally today because this is like an extreme low for the stock market, and so I expect some sort of action, positive action in the stock market. But who knows? Maybe it could go even lower, and because the Fed has zero control. But well, let's see. Let's see what the day brings. All right. With that said, let's talk about what happened last night, and I want you to tell the story of what Piñera said on television last night when he declared Chile had a state. It was in a state of a catastrophe. What did he say exactly, and what do you think about it?
What
Indeed.
he said was that as this is a state of catastrophe, the government has how we say, special attributions. So they can declare, how is called toque de queda in English?
It's like what's it called? The curfew, or you could call it the martial law as well.
Okay, so they can declare martial law whenever they want. Now, as this country obviously is divided in regions, every region now will have its own chief. For example, I suppose that here there is going to be like the highest command of the of ground forces
Hmm.
of the army.
Here
Uh,
in Santiago, that's what you
in
mean, right?
Santiago, yes. But the most important, government will take over the distribution of the food, the distribution of meds, who goes out of certain areas or not. Obviously, the frontiers are closed and there's military there right now. So yeah, now basically it's the government for first time in a lot of time that they are ruling like
Yeah,
for real.
exactly. They are going to control the production of food, they control the production of imports and export, the control the imports and exports, basically control the hospitals. And I don't know if you don't know this, but we always know the outcome. Personally, I always know the outcome of when government takes over. I mean, we've seen it all through South America, right?
Yes.
You see it in Argentina, you see it in Venezuela, you see it in Colombia. It just goes down the toilet.
Yes.
Right? So,
Now, this is where our opinions are different
hmm
because okay, they are taking they are obviously restricting people from protesting and people from getting mass groups, which is logical. But here's come the thing: for me, if they were restricting so many liberties of the person, for me, it's kind of the way to go. Because when people start panicking, they start stealing pharmacies, supermarkets. Do not they do not obey respect quarantine because I've seen a ton of times here. Uh, so this is kind of the way to go because people were saying, okay, man, we're having literally a pandemic event. Government is not doing anything; it's just letting it burn. So now government is doing something and people get mad anyway.
yeah, well,
And and then comes Da Vinci's argument, and this is why it's not correct.
I don't
What
agree.
the government is doing.
I don't agree with that because what they end up doing is making it far, far worse. Yes, there will be people who are idiots. Always, always. There's going to be people who are going to be idiots. Even when the government takes over, there's going to be people who are idiots. And what do? Well, they're going to stop those people. They're going to arrest those people and then put them in jail. Well, why can't they do that without taking over private property and private businesses and private hospitals? Why can't they do that without do the same thing, meaning stop idiots, right, from being idiots, right? Because they're gonna be idiots when the government takes over, and they're gonna be idiots if the government doesn't take over. So just do the same thing. They just have to keep the peace, right? Governments should not be controlling the means of production. They should only be referees. They should only be referees between businesses and the people. They have no ability to create anything. They can only steal that ability and destroy it
Mm-hmm.
with their bureaucracy. That's all they ever do, right? So everybody. You know what the thing is about masks here? There are no masks here, and you really know why? You want to know why? Do you know why, Inti?
No.
Well, because the government has said that the price of the masks are going to be this price and nothing else. They stated what the price was a few days ago when they decided that, hey, you know what, we're going to close the border. They said that masks were only going to be 20 pesos, and and they can't, no one can raise the price. This is a disaster, right? If they allow businesses to raise the price, right, as needed, There will be competition. One, you'll be able to actually go into a safe place to find masks that actually work, right? Than masks that don't work, um, and from people on the street, right? Right now, you have to buy masks from people on the street who has purchased every single mask at 20 pesos, and they're selling it at 10 pesos, 10 luca, 10,000 pesos or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, this is, and you don't even know if it's really, if it's been used, or it's a good mask or something like that. You don't know all the things, and you can't sue them because it's just some guy on the street. Now, that makes it that much dangerous, right? So now, if the government had just like, okay, you know what, we'll just let the prices go, right, and just buy what you need, right? People would be able to obviously buy only one or two masks at a time. Still at a pharmacy, and not in the street. And at the same time, right? Because the prices of masks are free here in Chile, and they're probably not free anywhere else, like in Argentina, or Venezuela, or Colombia, or Peru, right? What would happen is all the masks that are produced in all those other countries will go. Well, I'd rather ship the masks here because I can get a higher price.
Mm-hmm.
And because what happens is all the masks would get come here from all the countries around the world, like even Canada and the United States, especially since they don't have any
Because
mask shortages at this current point in time.
here's the business.
The business here has a lot more. Yeah, they'd be able to sell it for a lot more money, and so it just makes more sense for them to go. Well, yeah, I'm going to ship it down here, and so you end up getting what happens is over a very short period of time, you get an influx of masks, so that you have more masks than everybody else, than every single person that exists here, only because you have higher prices, and then because those higher prices are there, eventually people will compete, and the prices will come down because there's so many masks everywhere that there'd be no problem with mask shortages at all. And this is how the market works, right? And then on top of that, you get smart. If the prices of masks continue to soar higher and nobody can bring them in, you get smart entrepreneurs that go, let me make some masks and I can make some money, and then everybody gets masks at a cheaper price over a very fast amount of time, because this is not like rocket science, these masks, right? So obviously people will be able to make them faster, but there's no point in making masks right now because you won't make any money, right, at 20 pesos per mask. So that's where we are, and that's just an example how, if we let government out, it's to keep government out of the picture of this market and don't let them run the prices, we'll have more food, we'll have more of everything. We'll have more food, more medical care. So if we allow the medical industry to deal with this problem of this virus on their own, what will happen? Well, they're gonna go and find more beds. They'll find more better beds. They'll find methods of securing everybody's safety a lot better than the China. Like, for example, let's take a look at. I mean, I've seen like warehouses of beds in China. China beds. What's it called? Quarantine beds. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see here if I can find you guys an image here. Okay, there you go. There we go. Here we go. This is what it looks like. Now, if you let the private sector deal with this, it would look nothing like this. It'd be a lot better. It'd look something like this. Right? Not like this. Right? Which is a lot better. They'd actually have equipment for everybody, right? Because they would be able to ramp up a lot faster in the free market because hey, you know what? People are paying for this, or their insurance is paying for this, and they want better services, right? Than what the government can possibly provide. So because you're gonna die if you have to live like this, you're gonna die. Period. Period. And obviously, a hospital doesn't want you to die because that kind of looks bad, and they want repeat customers.
Okay.
So they want you to take good care of
That's
you,
the cruel
right?
reality.
Right. So yeah, it's a lot better if we allow the free market to deal with all the different problems. Yes, we're gonna have problems. It's gonna be bad, but it's better that we take care of it and not the government. And that's what I have to say about that. What do you think? What do you think about my rant, Inti?
Yeah, I'm on your side. I'm a true believer of the free market. Every time I see the government taking over something, it's like you said, it goes down. It goes down the toilet, man. For
Yeah.
example, the many people were complaining. A lot of people in social media, in the street here, were complaining about, for example, Salco brand pharmacy,
Hmm.
that they were doing like unethical stuff because they were selling you less mask for an immense price, and they wanted the government to say, "Hey, the mask should be rather free or a fixed low price." And I said, that's a terrible idea because they are going to run out of mask, of course.
Hmm.
What I thought that it would be a good idea is to let the free market handle it, but say, hey, okay, how many people are in your family? Only two persons? Okay, one box, and that's it. I cannot sell it anymore. Because a lot of people, what they did the first day when we went to a pharmacy, was that they bought all masks, they bought all alcohol gel, let everyone without anything, and then start reselling it at a way higher price on the street. That's illegal, and that people should go to jail because they let everyone else without any supply, and they are waiting taxes. I mean, please.
Well, no, I don't think that's illegal.
No?
No, I don't think that should be illegal. That is up to between that should be up to between the business owner who has the box of masks and the person who wants to buy it. The business should have decided to ration if they felt that, hey, you know what, this is a better way if they want to. Um, you don't want um, the reason why is because everybody should be free to buy and purchase whatever they want, and so or sell whatever they want, and so by you restricting, let's just say, Indeed. Let's see. Let me think about what you have a lot. Let's just say you can draw a picture really, really fast, right? That everybody wants. Do you want? And then this one guy comes up to you and says, "Hey, I'm going to buy every single picture that everybody wants off of you," and not that you should be able to decide. You know what? I'm going to deal with that one person and not have to deal with many people drawing my picture and selling that picture to many, many different people. You should be able to decide that whether that's better for you to sell all your pictures to one person or to sell it to many people at the same to many people.
Indeed, that's true.
If somebody stifles your freedom to do that, you're gonna get pissed off. Well, it's the same with the store, right? You're stifling the freedom of the store selling an item, right? And it doesn't matter whether other people need it or not. You cannot restrict somebody's freedom to sell a product, right? Yeah, because like that's just that's unfair. You'd think it was unfair if that happened to you. If you're trying to sell a product and the government comes down and says, hey, no, 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 you have to sell it one to every one of your pictures to every people, and for example, you feel that it's inefficient the way you're doing it, right? You feel that maybe the guy who's buying it all from you, he's going to resell it maybe at a higher price, but he'll do a lot better job of selling it and distributing it to everybody, right? But but if the government decides that you must do it, then it really sucks for you, because now you don't want to, but you have to. You don't want force in this case, right?
No,
Especially since there is no crime between two people negotiating a deal,
that is true.
right? All right. With that said, thank you guys all for watching this video. This was a very interesting discussion, and I hope you
Yes.
guys learned something.
Now you have two different opinions, and you can say who is
Hmm.
more right than the other.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, you know what? Everybody looks for the government to still save us, and that's the problem, right? I mean, we've always done this throughout ages. I mean, we've like from way back in the days when Moses freed the slaves, and then the first thing they asked for was a king. I mean, it was ridiculous. Right? They just got away from that. Right? So, anyways, yeah, it's normal, and we just need to learn to move away from asking the government for everything. No, the government is just there to help us referee between ourselves. We should be free to deal with each other, and let's just have a referee to make sure that nobody breaks the rules. And that's it. All right. Well, thank you again for watching, and I hope you liked this video. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and hopefully we're at 70,000 subscribers right now. So if you really enjoyed this video, check out this other video that's popping up right here, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Cheers.
Cheers, people. Goodbye.
Bye.